So many of you have foam rollers at home that don't quite look like this one. This is called a rumble roller, and it has these nubbies on it that kind of take foam rolling to a whole new level. But any foam roller will do, and you can also look up online for tutorials for how to make your own foam roller using PVC pipe or even just some things around the house. I've even seen foam rollers made out of rolling pins. So if you don't have one at home and you want to make one, you can look online for tutorials for that. But I just wanted to go through with you quickly some of the movements that you can do with a foam roller. And let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start by just sitting on your foam roller. And I want you to think about your sit bones right now. So you're going to lay back onto your hands. I'll show you from this side. Lay back onto your hands. And we're just going to roll forward and back so that you feel those bones at the lowest part of your bum rolling over the roller. So it's kind of like getting a deep tissue massage, and you adjust the pressure by how much weight you're putting into your hands. So if it's too much pressure, you're going to come up onto your fingertips, not lean back as far. Make it work for you. You can walk those feet out farther if you want more pressure. So right now, just getting into the glutes most of all, okay? So that's how you get into that nice large muscle group there. Then let's roll over to our quads, next nice large muscle group. And it does take a bit of upper body strength to do this. If you have weak elbows, you can place a blanket underneath you, underneath those elbows and forearms. We're gonna roll right on top of those quads. And one thing that you can do is start to bend those knees and shift the legs side to side so that you feel this on both sides of those legs and really get into the muscles. So as I was saying before, you have muscle fascia, like an interweb. If you think of our skin and a layer of muscle inside the body, a layer of bones, one of the layers inside of our body is fascia, and it's kind of like a spider web. And when we get tight muscles, what happens is it's kind of like getting a knot in a spider web, and that's when you feel that pinch sensation in a muscle. Okay, I'm going to come up and I'm going to move onto the hamstring. And we are able, through this myofascial release, to help release those knots by breaking up the fascia and returning it to its intended form, nice and open, web-like structure. All right, moving into the calves. So this one's kind of fun. A lot of people ask for calf stretches. This is a great way to stretch the calves. You can roll side to side, and you just kind of walk those calves up and down as you position the roller a little lower, a little higher, and so forth. But another thing you can do, this is very intense on the rumble roller, is cross one calf over the other and roll back and forth, lifting your butt up off of the floor so that you can really roll your body, your calf into that rumble roller, okay? So give your calves a nice stretch with a nice massage with your roller. And let's move into our backs. Okay, so hands are going to go behind the head and neck. Just lay one hand on top of the other. And start with it right at the base of the shoulder blades. And we're going to lift up our butt and roll along the spine. Nice massage there. And notice I'm lifting my head and neck up as I bring the roller down to the lower back, and I'm lowering my head and neck down as I bring the roller up to the higher part of the back. Really nice way to expand the chest, get deep into the shoulder blades. As we do this, another technique is to bring those heels in closer to your bottom, and we're bringing our hands behind our head so that we can fan those shoulder blades open and get into the rhomboids and the trapezoids, the muscles underneath the shoulder blades that carry a lot of knots, tension, tightness. So you can feel with that shoulder blade flared up and open, kind of like a wing open or exposed, you can get into those knots a lot easier. They're just very accessible. So you can do one at a time, accessing those easily with the arms up, hands behind the head. So do that as much as it feels good to you. You can even do more than 2 minutes here if you want to. And come back for the next one. All right, so we're going to get into the ribs here on this right side and into the lumbar. So we're going to rest on the right side, and you're going to rest on your right elbow and just roll along this right side. Very tender. If I haven't said it already, and I don't think I have, this is painful. So if you're wincing and going, oh my goodness, I kind of want to cry out for my mom here, you're not alone. It's intense. All right, breaking up tension and tightness is kind of like cleaning out a closet. You kind of have to make a mess in order to get things back organized and where you want them. We don't want sharp pain if you feel like, oh no, I'm gonna pull a muscle. That's not what we want. But discomfort is fairly normal here. Again, like getting a deep tissue massage where you're like, oh boy, it hurts so good. All right, so that's one side there. Other side, I'll show you what it looks like from the back. Elbow down, butt lifted. It's a bit of a workout too. But I'll tell you what, it saves you about $80 or however much it costs these days for a full body massage. And it helps keep you healthy and free of injury when your body feels out of balance. All right, so do each of those sides. And now we're going to move into the neck. This one's a lot milder and more pleasurable than the others. So you're going to place your head right on top and use this like a pillow, if you will. Hands are just going to rest on your belly or thighs, and you're going to just rock the head and neck side to side. This is so wonderful because if you think about your spinal region in the neck and how you have it resting on this nice rounded surface, and you're dropping it gently side to side, you're opening that spine and the vertebra in that region very subtly, very gently, very supportively as you rock side to side. I could do this one all day. Just feels awesome. Just use this last movement as a way to take yourself into a place of final relaxation. You can stretch these movements out over 30 minutes to an hour. So spread it out throughout the week. If you get bored doing it, you can do it while you watch shows or listen to a podcast. But do turn the shows off and close your eyes at the end and stretch out for final relaxation, just even for a couple minutes. Get still and quiet and feel the effects of setting that body right. Let that body reset on the ground at the very end. Just feel super grounded in corpse pose. Let everything go. Melt it down. Go ahead and roll over to one side. Press yourself up to sitting. Take a couple deep breaths. And thank you for practicing with me today. Until I see you again, namaste.